G'day everyone, Wade Connects here, and welcome to my first ever Q&A video. And before we get started, yes, I know that I said that I was going to hold back the Q&A until Sunday, but turns out, as of today, I came home from work with plenty of time to spare, so, so Q&A video now. Yeah. And I also wanted to thank all of the people who came forward and submitted questions for the Q&A video, because if no one, didn't post any questions at all, then I would have had to cancel this Q&A altogether. So thank you to all the people who stood up and gave the support for that Q&A video, for this Q&A video, and everything. So yes, thank you. And to those of you who are expecting the rules to be announced by now, well, I won't be announcing them on this video because you guys should have stayed tuned from the opening Q&A video, or have at least watched it anyways. So I'll put a link in the description if you want to go see the rules and know about what questions I won't be answering and will be answering and all that stuff. So yeah, just check that video out to cover all the rules. And that's all I really have to say. So without further ado, let's get into the questions. How many seasons are you planning on doing? As many as I can, for as long as I can. How many train characters are you planning? Well, despite there not being many features, or let alone locomotive models in Train Simulator 3 yet, I've got a lot of characters planned for the series in the future, especially some characters that I've planned since day one and yet have not had a proper chance to be shown in Railway Lines, or let alone being introduced in Railway Lines. So you guys are in for a treat, so brace yourselves. Why are your vids so good? I'll let you be the judge on that. What inspired you to make your channel and series? Like most Thomas YouTubers, the Reverend W. Awdry's Railway series, and the classic TV show of Thomas and Friends. Maybe a few other train shows too that I've seen on YouTube, but mainly the Reverend W. Awdry's Railway series and Thomas and Friends classic. Who is your favourite and least favourite Thomas and Friends YouTuber? Okay, so I will not be answering my least favourite things on YouTubers or celebrities or anything like that, because I don't want to accidentally offend anyone who's watching this video, but I will be answering my favourites on that topic. And my favourite YouTuber in the Thomas community has to be Victor Tanzig, because he is, in my opinion, his Sodor's shorts and stories of Sodor and Sodor snippets are all good series. And I like Sodor shorts especially because they're so funny. And Sodor snippets are pretty funny too. Though I must say, the Milan Toon channel, he's a close second, not gonna lie. Who is your favourite non-Thomas YouTuber? Ice Cream Sandwich for the win, because his animations are good and he is just so funny. I know a lot of my family doesn't find him funny, but I find him funny, and I'm sure a lot of other people on the internet do too, because he definitely deserves the attention that he has today. Can I help with the voices? Okay, I think I know where that's coming from, because back when I released episode 8, I said at the end of the video that I was going to start volunteering voice actors for Railway Lines, but due to a low proportion of subscribers at the time, and pretty much almost no one knowing me, I decided to cancel the idea, because I knew eventually that the voices wouldn't go far. But and nowadays people are asking if they could be volunteered to voice act for Railway Lines. So I'm gonna make you guys a deal. If we get to 200 subscribers, then I'll reopen the volunteering for voice acting in Railway Lines. But only if we get to 200 subscribers. So if we get to 200 subscribers, then I will reopen the voice role volunteering. Have you ever considered doing a compilation of all the Railway Lines episodes, shorts, and songs? Not really, because it would take up far too much space on my phone if I try to make a compilation with every single episode, short, and song in one. Like, it would just take up far too much space. What's your favourite and least favourite movie? My favourite movie is Jurassic Park, because I love how they make, these prehistoric creatures come to life in this entirely crazy animal park. My least favourite movie is The Wild, because the comedy is bad, the story is bad, and the characters look nothing like Disney. They look more like DreamWorks. And also, Have any of you guys ever heard of the movie The Wild? Because if you did, let me know down in the comments below, and I wouldn't be surprised if none of you actually heard of it, because I can relate to that, because it is a very bad movie. I don't recommend watching it. If you want to see the closest Disney ripoff of The Lion King, The Wild would be it, even though the story is nothing like The Wild. I mean, and also the concept of the villains in that movie is just dumb. And also, yeah, can someone please explain to me in the comments if they like that movie and why? What's your favorite and least favorite food? Out of all the foods, my favorite is spaghetti bolognese because it is so delicious. I mean, I can't resist it every time I look at it. My least favorite food is tikvitsa. It's pretty much a cooked vegetarian meal where you boil cucumber in hot water and you mush it all together and it's into a gloopy paste and you eat it. I used to love it when I was very little, but nowadays I throw up from it. Like, it is absolutely disgusting. I hate tikvitsa. If you know what tikvitsa is, leave a comment below and let me know, because I reckon I'm one of the only people in the world who know it. What's your favorite and least favorite video game? I really love Pokemon Shield as a favorite video game, but I despise Diddy Kong Racing DS because, in my opinion, it's just a rip-off version of Mario Kart, of the Mario Kart series, so it's not impressive, and I don't recommend it. Unless if you're like a very big Donkey Kong or Diddy Kong fan, I don't recommend playing the game because, as much as I like the plane and, what's that vehicle called? I can't remember what it was, but either way, it is not a very good game. I don't like DS games that much, and Diddy Kong Racing definitely takes the cake as the worst DS game out of all of them. What's your favorite and least favorite steam, diesel, and electric train? My favorite steamer is the 3F, my favorite diesel is the Class 08, and my favorite electric is the AEM7, because they're all very iconic locomotives. My least favorite steam, I've got nothing for it, meaning that I don't have a least favorite steam engine. My least favorite diesel is the ALC42, because I don't get the changes for it has compared to the SC44 Charger. And my least favorite electric, it may be a surprise to all of you, but it has to be the Acela Express. I mean, I know a lot of people are going to get ticked off on me for saying that, but I'm sorry, it's just not an inspiring bullet train. Like, it looks too plain, and its streamlining look is a bit too plain for me. It doesn't look aerodynamic enough for me to like it. Like, I don't get the purpose of it. Like, I get it's how it's supposed... I do like how it revolutionized railways of America, but why? Like, why did it have to look so similar to a locomotive that they've already built? I don't get it. Like, how do you explain that? Like, shouldn't they be coming up with an all-new design? I mean, why? And again, I'm sorry if I ticked you off from saying that the Acela Express is my least favorite electric, because I just don't see the appeal. What's your favorite and least favorite American and British railways? My favorite British railway is the LMS because of its iconic and cool paintwork schemes. And my favorite American railway would have to be Amtrak because it's the one I know very well, thanks to Amtrak Guy 365. As for least favorites, I don't really have a least favorite to neither of them because I don't really judge railways companies. I mainly judge locomotives. What's your favorite and least favorite TV show? My all-time favorite TV show is Russell Coight All Aussie Adventures. My family is a big fan of Russell Coight and Glenn Robbins, who is the actor of Russell Coight. And it's just such a hilarious TV show because Glenn Robbins is a very famous comedian here in Australia. But my least favorite TV show, I don't really have one to be precise, because I just don't know any TV shows that are that bad for me to rate. And the last question is, what's your favorite and least favorite restaurant? My favorite restaurant is the Fisherman's Wharf. It's this seaside restaurant that's located up at Nelson Bay, which is located here in Australia too. And their food is to dine for, especially their kids' meals, because I remember having kids' meals there every year. And I haven't tried their adult meals yet, but I reckon their seaside pasta might taste good too. And as for least favorite restaurant, again, I don't really have one, because none of the restaurants I've went to in my life have were really that bad. So yeah. And that's all the questions that I have. That was a total of 15 questions, which is pretty decent for a channel like this. So I want to thank all the people who submitted questions. And if I've happened to miss any of your questions, I'm sorry. I just couldn't. It's not easy to get to every single question or every single comment on my channel. But if you're determined to get your question answered, just keep commenting them on my videos from here on out, and I might make another Q&A video featuring that question. And also, don't forget that I'm volunteering voice actors when I hit 200 subscribers. So if you guys want to be volunteered to voice act for my series, make sure you subscribe, because if we don't hit 200 subscribers, then there'll be no volunteering voice actors anytime soon. And that's really all I have for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all at the next station.